ever wondered what reimbursement means in the context of a letter of credit? Well, you're about to find out. In the realm of trade finance, reimbursement is the compensation paid to cover expenses incurred by a bank that honors or negotiates a complying presentation under a letter of credit. This bank, also known as a confirming or nominated bank, is then entitled to reimbursement from what we call the reimbursing bank as per the issuing bank's authorization. Now, what is a reimbursing bank, you ask? It's a bank that, upon request from the issuing bank, is authorized to pay or accept and pay time drafts under a documentary credit. This is in accordance with UCP 600 Article 13, or if incorporated, the ICC Uniform Rules for Bank-to-Bank Reimbursements under documentary credits. So, in essence, the reimbursing bank serves as an additional layer of security in a documentary credit transaction. There are specific rules that govern bank-to-bank reimbursements under letters of credit. Let's get to know them. These rules are a cornerstone of the reimbursement process, providing a clear framework to ensure that transactions are conducted smoothly and securely. Two main options exist for reimbursement rules. The first is URR 725, the Uniform Rules for Bank-to-Bank Reimbursements under Documentary Credits, ICC publication number 725. This set of rules is designed to clarify and simplify the process of bank-to-bank reimbursements, providing a uniform set of guidelines that banks can follow. The second option is UCP 600 Article 13. This rule specifically deals with the role of the reimbursing bank in the reimbursement process. It outlines the responsibilities of the reimbursing bank, including the requirement to pay or accept and pay time drafts under a documentary credit. The choice between URR 725 and UCP 600 Article 13 often depends on the specific circumstances of the transaction. Factors such as the level of trust between the confirming and issuing banks, as well as their account relationship, can influence which rule is used. In any case, both URR 725 and UCP 600 Article 13 play a crucial role in the reimbursement process. They provide a sound legal and operational foundation, ensuring that bank-to-bank reimbursements under letters of credit are conducted in a fair, transparent, and secure manner. These rules are key to ensuring that the reimbursement process under a letter of credit is smooth and secure. Now you might be wondering how all this works in practice. So let's walk through the process step by step. First, the issuing bank creates the letter of credit and sends it to the nominated bank via a SWIFT message. This document is a guarantee that the issuing bank will honor the payment of our transaction, thereby mitigating risk and creating a sense of security for all parties involved. The issuing bank then provides the reimbursing bankee with reimbursement authorization. This essentially enables the reimbursing bank to make payments on the issuing bank's behalf. Following this, the reimbursing bank issues its reimbursement undertaking and transmits it to the nominated bank via another SWIFT message. This undertaking is a commitment by the reimbursing bank to honor the claim made by the nominated bank. Afterward, the nominated bank advises the letter of credit to the beneficiary, who is typically the seller in a trade transaction. This informs the beneficiary that the payment for their goods or services is guaranteed, provided they comply with the conditions outlined in the letter of credit. Once the beneficiary presents the required documents to the nominated bank, the bank checks these documents and negotiates upon a complying presentation. This ensures that all conditions specified in the letter of credit have been met before the transaction proceeds further. The nominated bank then sends its reimbursement claim to the reimbursing bank, who reimburses the nominated bank according to the terms and conditions of the reimbursement undertaking. This is essentially the actual payment stage of the transaction. Finally, the nominated bank sends the documents to the issuing bank. The issuing bank and reimbursing bank then arrange settlement between themselves. The issuing bank receives the letter of credit amount from the applicant and releases the original shipment documents. And that, in a nutshell, is how reimbursement under a letter of credit works. Let's quickly recap what we've learned about reimbursement in a letter of credit. Reimbursement is the compensation paid to cover expenses. The reimbursing bank plays a key role in this process, authorized to pay under a documentary credit under UCP 600 Article 3 or URR 703 fee, depending on the situation. We've also walked through the step-by-step process, highlighting how each bank involved acts and interacts. Remember, understanding the reimbursement process can be crucial in navigating the world of trade finance, right? So, always make sure you're well informed and prepared.